friends, and welcome back to whatever the fuck this is. Hi, how are you? I had every intention of this coming out earlier, but of course I got busy with work and stuff like that, so I apologize. But here we are now, the second installment of Glamrock Five Nights at Freddy's makeup. I'm currently doing Monty Gator as our second one. If you can see my hair underneath this wig, don't judge me. I put it on just to do makeup. I was not actually going to lay it down and make sure like it was on there, you know? But I didn't record a like intro or anything like that, so we're gonna do a little voiceover today. And I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what I'm doing and what I'm going through. So this is, I'm just doing base stuff. So like contour and foundation and whatnot. And with my contour, I am just making everything like super elongated and sharp. So not going for anything too specific, just sharp. I feel like alligators are sharp. They're triangular-esque, if that makes sense. And I forgot that I had contacts for this, so I put in some contacts, and now I am taking a green colored eyeshadow from the Elf to the Rescue palette. It's like a rainbow palette. And I kind of scraped the green color out and mixed it in with Chemical X Sealer from Makeup and Murder Cosmetics. And it creates a nice like little liner pomade thing. I'm just going in and doing my brows a little bit more straight and like Spock-esque than normal, but same sort of thing. Really making sure to cover up my natural brow hairs and create more of like a bushier, aggressive texture at the front, just to kind of simulate, you know, like a grumpy little gator eyebrow. And now I'm just going in with concealer and cleaning everything up, and since this concealer is lighter than my natural skin tone, I'm also using it to highlight. So I'm putting it on the tip of my nose, my chin, the corners of my eyes, and kind of like the tops of my cheekbones, and I'm making sure to keep everything in like an angled fashion to still give you that like crisp, contoured, pulled up look, if that makes sense. And now I'm just blending out everything, making sure my eyebrows are super cleaned up and lined and sharp. Not really messy at all. Once again, don't come for my hair showing underneath the wig. I know, I see it, I don't care. And with the edges of my concealer, I'm kind of tapping it out with my finger because I want it to blend in a little bit more than just be like a square edge. Any XX product, I am wiping it on my hand. And same thing with that inner corner. I'm still keeping it in like a triangle shape all around my eyebrows and underneath the eyes. And I'm just gonna set my lid with a white color from the Norvina Pro Palette 1, just to make sure nothing creases. And then going in with the To the Rescue palette, I'm taking a nice deep red and putting it right next to my lash line to make my contacts pop out, but also just give a little hint of red, just a little splash. I know a lot of Monty cosplayers have been doing like red hair but I felt like the red hair would have been too much red for me. So I'm just adding a little pop here and there is what I'm doing with it. And now I'm gonna start taking some purple shades and just going in, making sure to create like a nice swooped up triangle towards the edge. I'm not gonna like fully smoke it out and take it all the way up to my eyebrow, but just creating almost like a winged liner that's super diffused. And I'm going in with a lighter purple, and then I'll go in with a deeper purple right now. Deepen everything up, make it a little bit more smoky. And I'm really following my lower lash line up, so like the corner of my lash line all the way to the side of my head is kind of where I'm following it to make it all lifted up. And now I'm taking a pink shimmery eyeshadow. It's like a pinky red. It's also from the Norvina palette. All of the purples and pinks are from the Norvina palette. And just shimmer. It's a shimmer, so I'm putting it all up in that middle to inner corner and just kind of blending it up, but once again, not going all the way up to like my brow. And I'm just taking the same color that I used for my brows as a liner color to pull in that green again. And I'm not going too far out with this because I'm going to smoke it out later. I'm just creating a little wing, just a little guy. And then I'm going to take the same color of eyeshadow that I used for that liner and start smoking out the lower lash line. And I'm really dragging it down onto my cheeks, really smoke it out. And then I am taking a deeper green and going right back in there, smoking it out some more. And this is where I realized that I forgot how to draw stars. So I kept all of this in because you can see me struggle with how to draw a star. And I feel like it's very comedic. Like, yeah. So I'm taking the Makeup a Murder pigments and I'm mixing them with that Chemical X. So I'm using the neon purple and then a neon green. And I mixed it with a Chemical X to create kind of a liner. And you can see me struggle with drawing a star. So hard. I don't know what happened. But I just draw it and then I fill it in, and then I'm gonna go back in with a green later to kind of do a little bit more, but just making a general star shape at the moment. And then, oh no, we're still working on the same star. Whoops, my bad. Guys, stars are really hard apparently. I'm just making sure all of the like little individual arms of the star are like even in width and stuff like that. Then now I'm going in with another little star, which this one went infinitely better. Don't know how that worked. This one was just like bam bam, we got a star. And then I'm just putting some little dots and stuff, making it fun. Then I'm gonna switch over to a neon green and make some like little sparkles, kind of like the sparkles that I did in my anime sparkle tutorial. Just like a plus sign and then curving the sides of them. And then I'll go back in and add some more little dots. I put some dots on the other side of my face, but then realized that you couldn't really see them at all. So. And then taking that same neon green, I'm just gonna add it to the front part of my liner just to make a little bit more of a pop. Since red and green are opposite on the color wheel, I feel like it really makes the contacts stand out. Just kind of opposite, you know? And then I'm taking the Houdini glitter from Lemonhead LA Cosmetics and stamping that all over my face because first off, glitter, secondly, why not? Just cover your mistakes with glitter. And then, so just to preface here, I do use Jeffree Star Cosmetics in this video. I purchased stuff a long time ago, and I am not going to throw away like $60 palettes for somebody that I no longer support. So just as a heads up, I don't support him or his company anymore. I never really did. I just thought the cosmetics were nice. They're highly pigmented. But anyways, I'm using that here. It's just a pink-based red. So you want to find something with a pinky tone underneath. And I'm just going in on the lips with a pink toned red. But yeah, don't come for me. And here's those little dots that I thought were important, but looking back, I don't really think they are. And I'm just taking that neon green and I'm adding some more like fun little doodads to my face. I feel like instead of like 80s rock star, we're getting like 2007's pop punk rock star from my renditions of these. Also, if you see me talking in the video, I am on Discord with some friends while I'm doing this, so that's what's happening. I'm not talking to myself, I promise. Now I'm just using a mascara to just make my lashes black, because I'm going to use some really heavy lashes afterwards, so I don't want anything too much. I just want my lashes to be black, because you're not going to be able to see them anyways. But if I don't, and I look up, you're just going to see blonde eyelashes. So the next step is using some gigantic Kiss lashes from their like Halloween collection. I'm not sure which ones these are, because I threw the box away. But stick those puppies on. And then realize later that your inner corner has not been attached this whole time. Even though you adjust it like 3 times. And taking another Jeffree Star palette, I am using Alien Ice, which is like this green highlighter. I think it's either Rare Beauty or Fenty Beauty has a green highlighter that is similar to this if you are looking for something like that. But otherwise, like a gold or pinky colored one would work too. I just went with green because it's something I had. But once again, I don't support his stuff. I don't tag him in anything. Yeah. Anyways, here's the finished first part of the look. I hope you guys liked it. It's very fancy, very fun. But now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. I am going to gore everything up. So, taking a blue-based red lipstick, I am creating little lines for gashes all over my face. And this is just to kind of outline where I want to lay liquid latex later, and just kind of see if I like where these scratches are laying, because, yeah. I mean, I don't have any other reason. It's just kind of like to lay down a base so that I know where I'm going and where I'm looking to pull the latex apart or cut it later. And then here I am using the Nigel Cosmetics liquid latex. If you're looking for something that doesn't burn your eyeballs when it's next to your face, because some latexes are just, their smell is awful. There's a lot of ammonia in it and it smells like sulfur. Nigel Cosmetics is the one that I go for, so I don't like burning my eyeballs as I'm putting it on. And I'm just putting it on my nose bridge and my cheek, and I'll eventually put it on my lip as well. And I'll go back in like 2 or 3 times with the latex. I don't think I kept every layer in this video because it takes a lot of time for it to dry and stuff like that. So just know that I went in with like 3 layers of latex. Just latex. I didn't put like, what is it called? I didn't put like cotton or anything else in there from it. And now I'm going in with the Illustrator alcohol palette, which, once again, be careful with your eyes. This is alcohol based, so it kind of burns, but for the art, right? I'm going in with a red first to just kind of make everything look a little bit disheveled. Red is gonna be that first color that your skin naturally like gives. So like if you're slapping somebody, the red's gonna show up first. So I'm just kind of putting a little bit there to show like, you know, here's some. I've been pummeled by a child named Gregory. And then I'm going in with blues and purples to really deepen that bruise. And then I'm kind of taking my finger and just smearing my makeup down, so then it looks like I got into a tussle with a child. Oh, and the sponge that I'm using, it's actually just a cosmetic sponge, but I've ripped the edges off of it and made it kind of look stippled, if that makes sense. So I'm not like stamping little blocks onto my face, it's actually like stippled throughout. So then it looks more organic. Organic? Organic. Now I'm going back to smudging the rest of my makeup that's already on there, just to like, you know, make it look messy. Also, with this specific character, I wasn't sure what to do, like gore-wise, considering I can't rip my own hands off. So I hope this suffices. But now I'm going in and ripping the latex. If you are doing anything with latex by yourself or recreating this, be careful. Don't like actually pull your skin underneath. And so I'm gonna go in with some eyelash scissors, some lash scissors. Be careful. Don't cut yourself. Don't do what I do. Just don't do it. But if you are going to do it, be safe. Don't hurt yourself. Make sure you know what you're doing before you're closing those scissors. Not, you can lose a lip or something. Whatever you're cutting. Also, if you are doing this on another person, don't with scissors. Just work your way through it with some tweezers. Be gentle. And so I got kind of lazy in this part. What I would say is if you are using latex, put a foundation over the top so that it blends in and you don't get this like translucent yellowy color underneath. So because I was being lazy and I didn't want to redo the whole entire makeup, I am just going in with the liquid lipstick that's blue based, red, that I went in with earlier to create those lines to just cover everything up because it is super opaque and it's the perfect color for like blood. And then I'm going in and stamping out the edges with alcohol paints. So I'm going with the red first and then I go in with like a black and a blue, I believe. And I'm kind of just going to repeat those steps for everything. So for this one, I'm going to rip it open and then I'm going to put down a layer of the red liquid lipstick. And then right in the middle, I'll go in with a black to really give depth to that cut. And then I'll go around the corners and the edges of the red liquid lipstick with purples and reds to really give the sign of like damaged cut open flesh. And I don't show it, but I do the same thing to the cheek area. It's just I was completely out of frame where you couldn't really see it, so I didn't keep it in. But yeah, same sort of thing. Once again, be careful if you are cutting latex off of your face. Don't hurt yourself because you've seen some idiot do it on the internet. That's how you get hurt. That's how you make a mistake. So here, I'm just going in with a combination of Coagulated Blood from Mayron and Fresh Scab from Ben Nye. And they're kind of gelatin-esque bloods, so they really stick down where you put them. They don't drip or anything like that. So as you can see here, I'm kind of dragging out where the blood sits, just so it creates kind of like a drip motion. But this is really to simulate, like, these wounds have been here for a minute. They're kind of dried. Oh, and here's where I'm going in just to kind of blend everything together using, like, blues and reds and stuff. Apparently I didn't do that earlier. And then here's where I cut out the part of the like next scar slice just because it was out of frame. But now I'm taking fresh blood, or no, sorry, stage blood from Ben Nye, and it's super liquidy, and it creates like drips, and it's gonna be something that moves around. So I'm only using it in parts of my face where there would be a lot of blood. So I put some underneath my nose and then right in the gash, because that's where, you know, you would have a lot of blood coming, as opposed to the lip or the nose where they're very like on the surface and superficial. I am adding a little bit more to the lip area because it is a little bit more than the nose, but since your nose is right on the bone, you're not gonna have like a lot of blood coming from there. But yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.